Hi, and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekend show. Normally tonight we have our young commentators together. Chairs are all there, they're empty, so unfortunately you've got me lonesome Mal himself. So I hope you'll enjoy the show because we've got plenty to talk about. And I'm just tidying up. No sweets, have you noticed? So all the kids can have them next week, bought loads of them. But anyway, we've got apologies for Dan, for Jaden and Oliver as well, because Oliver was coming, but obviously he likes a little bit of company with the youngsters, and his dad was a bit busy anyway with his car and MOT. So it's made way for all of them. So I thought I'll take over the show and give all the apologies. I'm sure the lads will be tuning in later on and giving me the big thumbs up, because I'm covering a lot of things tonight, and we would have done this with our young commentators anyway. So hopefully everyone's in a great mood, they've had a great week, and also you're going to have a fantastic weekend. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Living life to the full if you can. And I know we all have ups and downs, day in, day out. Nothing is perfect. None of us have a week where everything goes perfect. We all have something that goes pear-shaped, don't we? We really do. Anyway, I won't tell you what mine is, but I've got a million things that always go wrong, and I'm trying to do a million things as well. But I'd really love to, I've been putting posts on social media, and thanks very much to all the FA officials who I've worked with through the years, congratulating Don't Cross the Line myself on the work that we do with Don't Cross the Line and REFspect and No Ref No Game, Hearts of Gold, and the organisations that we work with as well. It's been immense, and do you know what, it really is, it's fantastic. The FAI as well, being in touch, it's been fantastic to receive these messages of support, and especially from Dermot Collins, wrote a big article about me on LinkedIn as well. Fantastic, thank you, didn't expect it. And the people who have come and gone in those 20 years has just been extreme, it's been unreal. So I've worked with a lot of people who have helped me right the way through and throughout those 20 years, and I can't thank them enough, and I wish them all the very best in the work that they're doing. It's just been unreal, honestly, they've been fantastic. And if all those people who have left now, honestly, we would have been through the roof with the campaign, because every one of them stood by me, every one of them supported me. They've been fantastic, honestly. I can't thank you all enough. Dermot, John from the PFA, it's just been John Hudson, that is, by Dermot Collins, Les Howie, thank you very much. There's loads of them, there's loads from the FA, I must admit, and I'm going to get even more because we've all worked together. We've all worked together with Sky Sports, we've done interviews together. I've met them all, I've gone down, I've travelled down to London, travelled down to Manchester, travelled all over the country just to sit down and meet up with these people for our not-for-profit campaign, which is Don't Cross the Line, which is 20 years old this year. And it doesn't mean that I've only been in grassroots football for the 20 years. I've been in over 40 odd years, and honestly this is where I learned it, and that's why I started the campaign for Don't Cross the Line, to support our young referees, to support our experienced referees, because when we started the campaign, that's all it was, experienced referees. There was no youngsters. The FA brought all the youngsters in to try and make the game a little bit better, and why not? You know, because it is getting better, but we do know for some reason, and I was talking to Paul Curtin as well from Grassroots Football UK, we're going to get a little meet up together, we're going to have a little chinwag and see what we can do together, work together. We were having a little chat, and it was a really interesting chat about, we have noticed a lot more abuse from the touchlines, aggressive behaviour in grassroots football. We're seeing more posts coming on social media about the kids, young referees being chased away from the game. For some reason, it has gone through the roof this year. And obviously we've got to keep banging the drum. If we walked away, like someone made a comment the other day saying 20 years and it's still no difference. Obviously there is, I still talk to that person because that was their point of view, but there has been a difference. We've brought people together. We have to keep going and banging the drum about what we're doing, the work we're doing, No Ref No Game, our REFspect programme, Don't Cross the Line. We need to keep pumping that out, because believe me, the amount of people who have recognised this campaign and supported it over the years have made a difference themselves within grassroots football. It has changed. For some reason this year, we see a bit of a difference. Now, I put down to Paul, we all had our, or myself and Paul had our different opinions, but we agreed with what we were talking about and what we were saying, and mine, obviously it's causing stress, it's causing mental health issues amongst family members, amongst friends, and I believe in society, and I've mentioned this before, I believe the stress of living your life basically with the government cuts, the rises in energy costs, the food rises, less pay in wages, trying to make ends meet has caused problems within our families. This is me, and there's no excuse for verbal abuse or aggressive behaviour whatsoever, or any sort of poor behaviour throughout grassroots football or within our communities either. That doesn't make it an excuse, but this was the reasoning behind it. This is me, because I'm chatting to people who have been absolutely fantastic over the years in supporting campaigns such as ours, and really, really nice people, and they're getting caught up in the middle of this, and I'm wondering whether it's bringing the stress out, the mental health issues out in them. This is my honest opinion, this is the way I'm thinking. Society as a whole has been battered, it really has. Everyone's struggling, people can't get on holidays now, people are just picking up a minimum wage, people are struggling to find work, people are struggling to live with these cuts, these price increases. This is my honest opinion why we're seeing things like this, and even people who cannot afford payments to put their child into sporting activities. And you can imagine, if you can't do that, how much stress it's causing, and arguments throughout the families, throughout the friends. Friendships are all breaking up. I think it's people keeping out the way, and other people are just not turning up, and totally, as I say, just keeping out the way of friends, of each other, and not in that same conversation as they were before COVID. COVID has hit, and since then it's come back. All these cuts, everything that's been put up, blame on the war in Ukraine. Every person in the UK has been suffering, everyone, and except the mega rich, we all know that they'll never ever suffer. But we all need to understand the consequences of our behaviour, because if you're an adult and you're taking this behaviour on, the aggressive behaviour, the verbal abuse towards our referees, towards each other, it's the kids, your kids, who are still going to suffer. They've been through enough. We need to get a grip, and we need to all work out together how we can combat good behaviour in grassroots football. Honestly, and any sporting activity, our kids matter. That's what it really does. Our kids, we've got to make sure that we're supporting them through tough times, and I know it can be hard. Is there help out there? You tell me. I really, really don't know. We try and keep going. We try and keep going with the cap in hands, with a not-for-profit campaign. We're funded by the National Lottery. How long that will last for, none of us ever know. We want to try and keep our kids active, keep them the momentum going, give them the confidence, give them a voice. That's what we're trying to do here. Obviously, the kids can't make it tonight, but as I say, they will be here again next week, and we're looking for more young commentators to try and improve their well-being in life. We all have a duty of care, don't we? Each and every one of us have a duty of care, not more so than when we're at grassroots football and those kids are suffering, hearing mums and dads shouting and screaming at each other, referees walking away from the game with their only kids themselves. We just need to all sing off the same song sheet and make sure that we make a difference to the future and our kids, because they are the future, aren't they? Future for Premier League, future for our lifestyles, future for themselves, and we can't let them go down. We're always bragging, we're always saying just what these kids have got now. They've got tons and tons. When we were kids we had nothing, but we also didn't have the likes of COVID. We didn't have these massive increases that are coming in now, and people suffering, losing their houses, mortgages going up. We just need to make sure that our kids are looked after if we possibly can. And we need to try and, if you're an irate parent or spectator and you're thinking of going to the football matches and you're over shouting the coaches, you're giving instructions, you're over shouting the people, the parents, you're screaming at the kids, you're being a manager, you're being a referee, you haven't got the qualifications, please take a back seat. Tell yourself, I'll get someone else to drop my child off because I'm causing a problem, not just for my child, but for every child on that football pitch. And we all have memories, don't we? We all look back on the good times as kids and we grow up with them. But we always remember the bad times. And you as a parent, please, we don't want to see that, or spectator, guardian, we don't want to see poor behaviour rubbing off on our kids. Try and give them the best life that you can, even if it's only minimum. But try and give them some nice memories as well. And people can help and bring each other together to do that. If they're in a team, or doing sporting activities, they're keeping themselves busy. You know, they're getting told now they can't go on the games because the electricity's gone up that much. You've got to stop. They've got to get used to that. They don't know, they're confused with what's going on in our world. And aren't we all? So I just thought I'd put that out a little bit. So when you're out and about at grassroots football, remember, it's all about the kids, it's all about the referees, and it's all about the kids developing and the referees developing their skills for the future. Give them something to look forward to. Don't give them a torrid time on the field of play or off the field of play. Let's all encourage the referees as well. Let's encourage the kids to play and let them enjoy a little bit of normal life while they're out there with their friends. That's what I want to see, smiling kids and people who are happy. And with our Heart of Gold initiatives, we'll start that up again probably towards the end of February. We want to really make a difference and we'll need your support to help us make that difference. And we do hope we're making some sort of difference with Don't Cross the Line within our 20th anniversary year, with No Ref, No Game, with the REFspect campaign. We just need to please bring people together. Friendship, encouragement, they're all key within grassroots football as well, especially for our kids and our referees. Anyway, there we go. I talked a lot about that, but that is all part and parcel of grassroots football as well. It's growing up, it's developing. It's not what we're talking about just earlier on, just we want those bad times out the way if we possibly can. And we'll try and give you some good times because we're putting on our 20th anniversary DXTL tournament and it is really going well. Teams are really, honestly, what we're trying to do, it's a national tournament, so we're trying to bring teams from outside the area, if they can afford to come and play local teams like ourselves, and it's by invitation only. And why we've got those invitations only, because there's millions of teams and we're only taking 8 in each age group, which is under 7s, 8s, 9s and 10s, with a maximum of 10 players signed on. That's what we're trying to do, okay? We're trying to bring people together, people who supported the campaign and people who want to support the campaign, people who have great parents right the way through. Every game they go and play, show loads of encouragement and fair play. Make sure that they're standing there letting the referees referee, letting the managers coach without any animosity whatsoever, and leave them to develop their kids. Because believe it or not, the referees as well, showing them and teaching the kids the laws of the game is developing our children, because they know them, they've done their test, they've gone on there, they've done the course, they've passed it. We haven't, the majority of us. So leave it to them. And the coaches all out there trying to develop and learn your children new skills. Yes, it's lovely to win. It's also lovely to draw. It's also lovely, not so lovely to lose, but it's lovely to participate within those games. And that's what the kids are doing it. When that game's over, they'll go to the next game the following day and the following day after that one. Let them forget it and let the adults forget what these scores are. Just let the kids perform and show us what they're made of, and that's what they try and do. Encouragement is key. They listen and they learn and they watch. So remember, our behaviour is so important on and off the field of play for our kids, for our referees and spectators all around us. We don't want to make a show of ourselves. We want to try and get them all together, and that is what this Don't Cross the Line tournament is all about. Applications tournament. There they are. Teams are inundated us with them. It's under 7s, 8s, 9s and 10s, as I've just said there. It's on the 26th, 27th, 28th of August. And we are bringing, it's going to be a very, very busy weekend, to be honest. It's the bank holiday weekend, the last one in August. And it's not too long. People say you've got 7 months to organise that. Believe me, it's 7 months every single day and night that you've got to try and do organisation. Teams are inundating us at the moment with it. We need recommendations. We'll go to the leagues, we'll go to the county FAs about the teams, and if they pass, they have the VIP invitation to come and play. And honestly, it's going to be brilliant. It really is. We've been in touch with quite a few people and there's interest all over, because this is going to be our first REFspect tournament. And it's all about supporting our referees, the kids, it's enjoyment. The referees, we've got referees coming down from down south to referee as well. Honestly, we do have the referees available. Every single one of our referees will be in kit, will be smart and represent not just the REFspect Don't Cross the Line campaign, but their own county FAs as well. So the county FAs, they'll probably send people down to come and watch it as well. So we're really looking forward to a massive tournament, and our county FA will be there as well. And I'm sure 1 or 2 officials from the FA are coming along also. So we want to make a big difference and a big, a big answer towards REFspect, a real big motivation campaign to get people going, to get people on board as what we're doing and keep our referees within the game. So it's £70 per team, which isn't much when you work out, and when you come, every team will have a participation medal and there'll be a cup to play for from the top 4, and then for the lower 4 there'll also be a Heart of Gold trophy as well to win. So that is looking good. Everything's looking brilliant, perfect, and as I say, everyone will receive a participation medal about this unique tournament. 20th anniversary. Kids are going to be spoilt, kids are going to be lucky, kids are going to be loving it, and it's not just over then. We're hoping to have 1 or 2 stalls up there as well. So please message me, mal@don'ttexttheline.com, especially if you're a business, because we've got business now sponsoring the leagues coming forward as well. When we say leagues, the groups, so we'll have 1 group, 7s, 8s, 9s and 10s, and we've got sponsorship for all those groups. So we're bringing people together, and we're hoping, we're inviting them, and we know the PFA want to do a bit of filming this year. Maybe they'll come along and film that, and maybe Sky Sports will look at this and say, wow, this is a tournament that we need to start monitoring, start watching, because the whole country we will bring together if we haven't done already. So look out for that tournament, August. Get in touch with me. You're a team from outside Merseyside as well. And we'll go from there, and let me know all about your team and your parents. It'd be lovely to hear about that. And obviously, if you're a league as well and you want to put forward a team to represent your county, send them along. Get in touch with us, because it will be absolutely heaving. So we'll give you more, we'll give you the format as we go along, but we've got the application forms, just getting them done. They'll be finished earlier today, so I've got to give a few out because there's teams already on board, as I say, and we'll get going from there. But also, to carry on from that, we are hoping to do a celebrity game with DXTL Celebrity 11 versus another team. Now there's a message from Mr. Paul Cooper as well. Do you think you could bring your team along? You can go and goal for them, but we've never been beaten, you know. When we put a DXTL Celebrity 11, and we will use 1 or 2 of our grassroots players as well, not talking about the kids, talking about adults, we won't use too many, we can't, because it's a Celebrity 11. You're all celebrities in grassroots football, believe me, you are. But obviously, if we want to promote, we want to make sure. We've got Franny Jeffers on board now, who's going to get me some players, and we're hoping to get 1 or 2 of the Smith Brothers boxing. Maybe we'll get a manager. We're looking for a good manager as well to come and run it, or 2 good managers to come and run these teams. And we'll give you the venue when that takes place as well. As soon as the tournament's finished, then we will have the game itself, I assure you. So if you're interested, get in touch with myself again, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Looking forward to your emails, and obviously the mobiles are there Sometimes I may not answer your mobile now because I'm getting inundated with all kinds. I've even had a phone call now saying I'm going to be arrested because I haven't paid my taxes. Fantastic. Come get me, you know where I am. I'll be at Jeffrey Humble tomorrow. I'll be at Jeffrey Humble tonight, by the way, because the team's got a nice little friendly, so I won't be getting until late. So I'm hoping that you'll enjoy the show, and I'll let you know how they get on. But we've got 1 or 2 players now with injuries. We knew that was happening coming towards the end of the season, but it's kids football. That's what it is. It's not just kids football, it's Premier League football, it's everything. And good luck to all the Premier League teams, because we have a derby on Monday. Now I want to do a massive thank you to all our supporters who have jumped on board for our 20th anniversary, all wishing us all the very, very best. Everton, Liverpool, straight on, not a problem. They're 20 years supporting us, so we're in good talks with them to see what we can do and what we can achieve, and believe me, they're going to be good, them, I know they are. And also, we know we've got Arsenal. You may have seen me with some young players the other day. I was with one of the young Arsenal players, Raul Watkins, I think it was. So good luck to him. Grace absolutely couldn't wait to pose with a photograph with 3 other players with me. We were doing a photo shoot, or they were doing a photo shoot with Under Armour. I'll tell you more about that when I meet up with you. I won't advertise it. It's down to them to advertise all that. And we just want to thank the likes of the PFA, the PGMOL, the FA, the Premier League, the League Management Committee, the FAI. I'm talking about FAI, Paul Martin, who's probably going to fly over and bring a couple of players from Ireland over there to join us with our DXTL Celeb 11. Yeah, honestly, it really is going to be great to watch, and what we're going to do is try and raise a lot of funds if we can, not just for Don't Cross the Line and the work that we do here, because we're not for profit, we're a community interest company. You can come along, you can sit and see the work that we do. It's all voluntary. Everything I'm doing, going out there weekends, voluntary. It's not just 20 years, it's 40 odd years of voluntary work that I've been involved with with myself, with Grassroots, and now with Don't Cross the Line. It's a great campaign. I'm proud of myself for getting the recognition that we have had with it. We just want to give it more recognition, because it's the word that we try and put into things, even with our poem. Don't be a bully, be a friend. Don't be a racist, that won't mend. Don't be abusive or aggressive. To show respect is more impressive. What more could we say? Take that message with you whenever you go out and watch Grassroots football, and you won't go wrong, I assure you. Anyway, it's going to be a fantastic time ahead. It really is. I've got loads of work to do. I've got to try and squeeze in a holiday within that time as well. But when I'm on holiday, believe me, the wife is always like that, the head in the hands. She's enjoying herself. I'm still on the laptop, and it could be 80, 90, 100 and odd degrees. I'm still there, sending messages to all the friends, to all what we're trying to do, because I want to make this work. And I've had a success rate of, blimey, honestly, unbelievable time. The supporters have got, it's because we don't ask for anything, see. We really, really don't. But now we're asking these supporters of ours to come in and get behind us with our 20th anniversary, and also the PGMOL, who'll be wearing our t-shirts, our 20th anniversary t-shirts, around the Premier League grounds, and we're hoping to do that on the 29th, the end of April. We're just awaiting confirmation of the PGMOL, and we've got all Mike Riley, and we've also got all the top officials supporting us out there, and Howard Webb, who's just taken over there as well. He's on board. Hopefully he'll be supporting us into the next decade, whatever it may be, because I'm sure he started at Grassroots football and he knows a thing or two about irate parents and spectators and managers on and off the field of play. Wow, look at that. I've gone way over my time. I've got to finish it. We'll be back again tomorrow at 7. I'll let you know how the teams went. We'll let you know how the application forms are going. If you want to tap me on the shoulder and say, is there any room for us, feel free, because places are really going fast, I assure you. Okay, thanks for tuning in to us. We'll be back again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. From myself, Mal Lee, and all the team at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, REFspect programme, and you name it, no ref, no game. We'll see you tomorrow, round about tea time. Good night, God bless.